Testing sound. Yes. Testing sound. Yes. Okay, good evening, guys. Welcome to our Yoga Every Hour Wednesday evening Vinyasa flow. So the practice in total is going to be about an hour's long. We'll do a Vinyasa flow and then we'll have a little bit of relaxation at the end of the practice as well. My name's Emma. For those of you that haven't joined before, or the Strong Yogi, welcome. And thank you to those that are returning. Welcome back. If you need to take a rest at any point during the flow today, you've got two options. So you can either come into your child's pose. So from your tabletop position, which is where your wrists are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips, you're just going to sink those hips backwards. You can extend those arms out long, or you can take them beside you and just rest that forehead on the mat. And from that same tabletop position, your other resting pose is your downward facing dog. So in that pose, you're going to tuck those toes under, lift the knees, raise the hips to the sky, gaze towards your belly button here. This is your downward facing dog. Nice. So those are your two resting poses. Just take them at any moment during the practice if you need to. If you struggle with any poses, or if you're feeling any tension, any pain, just come out of the pose, take a different pose. This is your practice, so just take it to your own ability. Rest when you need to and move when you can. If you would like to pop some music on in the background, then please do so. I'm not going to be playing any, so you can just have my voice and whatever music you like in the background, or no music at all, completely up to you. Perfect. So let's begin. So we're going to start in a nice cross-legged position, a nice comfortable seat, whatever's comfortable for you today. Sometimes people might struggle to get their knees downwards. If that's you, then you can always sit on a block or a book or something to raise the hips off the floor and let those knees drop a little bit further downwards. So just take your comfortable position here and just lengthen that spine, draw the belly button inwards and really push those shoulders backwards, opening the chest. And so just sitting here and just feeling that length in your spine, and that core is engaged. And then from here, just gently close those eyes. And we're going to bow the chin downwards towards the chest. Nice. And from here, just draw those hands together at heart center. Bring them in prayer position. And push those thumbs against your heart center. And just notice how your breath feels here. So just take normal breaths, noticing how you feel. And noticing how your breath feels today. Noticing any areas of tension in your body. Maybe you're holding tension in your hips, maybe it's your lower back. Just notice that tension and take a nice deep inhale. And then as you exhale, just let that tension melt away. So inhaling, focusing on that area of tension, sending your breath there. And as you exhale, releasing that tension a little bit further. Feeling that tension melt away with every exhale. Taking a nice deep inhale. And a nice complete exhale, releasing any tension, any negativity, anything that no longer serves you. And one more time, take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Nice. From here, just bring those hands down to the knees. You can keep the eyes closed or you can blink them open. Lift that head. And we're going to inhale, raise the shoulders upwards towards the ears. Hold the breath. And open that mouth with a nice big sigh. Drop the shoulders. And again, inhale, lift those shoulders. Exhale with a nice big sigh, release. And again, inhale, hunching those shoulders upwards. And exhale, nice big sigh, release. 2 more times, inhale, lift, and hold for 5. Think of something that you want to let go of. 4, 3, 2, open that mouth. 1, exhale, sigh. And one more time, take a nice deep inhale. Hold that breath in. Think of something you want to let go of for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale, release. Nice. From here, inhale, let's sweep those arms beside us, collecting that energy. Raise the hands to the sky. Bring the palms together above you. Gaze upwards towards those thumbs. And exhale, draw those hands, draw that energy back down towards your heart center. Nice. Inhale, reach. Bring those palms together, collecting that energy. Exhale, bring those hands down. Nice, big, meaningful movements. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Bring the palms together, gaze upwards. Hold here this time. Exhale, push those shoulders backwards, lengthen the spine, push the chest forwards, try and get those arms beside the ears. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, draw those hands down to heart center. Nice, inhale here and exhale. Inhale, reach those hands to the sky, lengthen those fingertips. So pull all of those fingertips away from each other, feeling that stretch in the palm of your hand. Arms are beside the ears. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, make fists with those hands. Inhale, reach the fingers long. Exhale, making fists, keeping that spine long, the core engaged. Inhale, long. Exhale, making fists. And then just take that a little bit faster. So just flash those hands open and close. And then as you do so, we're going to bring those arms forwards. So flash those hands towards me, towards your screen. And then we're going to inhale back up, raise the hands to the sky. And exhale back down towards the screen. Nice, hold here. Inhale, reach those fingers long. And then as you exhale, place the palm of your hand, your left hand to face towards the screen. And just pull back on that left hand with your right hand. So pushing into the right hand with the left, pulling into the left hand with the right, feeling that stretch in your wrist. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale and exhale, swap sides. So placing your right palm towards your screen, towards me, and pulling back with that left hand, pushing into the left hand with the right, pulling back into the right hand with the left. Spine is long, core is engaged, crown of the head is lifted. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale and exhale, release those hands. Just roll those wrists in one direction and take them in the other direction. Nice. Inhale, let's raise those hands to the sky. Reach, lengthen, and exhale, bend those elbows, cactus arms, push the shoulders, push the elbows backwards, keep that chest nice and open, the spine nice and long. Gazing forwards, crown of the head drawn towards the sky. Take a nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, lean over to your right hand side, keeping that left sit bone grounded, keeping that chest, that heart nice and open. You don't want to fold forwards over your legs. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Push those shoulders backwards, push the elbows backwards. Exhale, leaning over to the left, keeping that right sit bone grounded, feeling that stretch in the side of your body, pushing those shoulders backwards. We don't want to round or fall forwards here. We want to keep that chest nice and open, like we're in between two panes of glass. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, come back to center, reach the hands to the sky. And exhale, drop those hands by your side, roll those shoulders backwards. Nice, and roll those shoulders forwards. Perfect. Inhale, raise those hands to the sky. We're going to take a twist as we exhale. We're twisting to our right hand side. Place that left palm onto the right knee. Place the right hand behind you, gaze over the right shoulder. Draw that belly button inwards. Really use that left hand to push into your right knee. And imagining that puppet string on the crown of your head drawing you upwards as you sink downwards into your mat. Nice, inhale here. And as you exhale, maybe twist a little bit further, take the gaze a little bit further towards the back of the room, the back of your mat, drawing that belly button inward. Inhale here. Exhale, bringing it back to center. Inhale, raise those hands to the sky, create space, create length in the spine. And exhale, let's twist to the left hand side, placing the right palm to the left knee, taking the left hand behind you, gazing over the left shoulder. Holding here, inhale, draw that belly button inwards. Exhale. Inhale, open the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale. Inhale, crown of the head drawn upwards towards the sky as you're sinking downwards into your mat. Inhale, exhale, maybe you take that twist a little bit deeper. Inhale. And exhale, let's release that pose. Nice. From here, just bring the soles of the feet together. And you can take hold of your toes or your feet with your hands and just let those knees drop out to the side. So a nice little stretch for the hips here. So keep that spine nice and long here. The core is engaged. The chest is open. Nice. So push that chest forwards. Crown of the head drawn upwards. So the tendency sometimes here can be just to round into the pose. But we're not feeling that at all. So we want to lift, lengthen, open our bodies. And then from here, just push those knees downwards, just to really open those hips. And you can just start to flutter those legs up and down, and just start to feel that stretch, that opening in your hips here. So as you pull upwards with the crown of your head and sink downwards into your mat, feeling the stretch in your hips. Nice, just take a few more here. Inhale and exhale. And you can either stay here or on your next inhale, you're going to lengthen that right leg. So holding on to the toes with the, did I say left or right? The right hand, we're going to lengthen the right leg. So on an inhale, we're just going to lift that leg. So the right foot stays where it is. The left leg stays where it is. The right leg lifts. Gaze towards those right toes. Engage that core. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Return the right foot. Bring the right sole of the foot to meet the left foot. Take a nice deep inhale and a nice complete exhale. And then we'll take the other side. So inhale, lift that left leg. Reach away, gaze towards the left toes. Feel that stretch in the back of your leg. You can put a bend into the knee if you need to. Keep that spine nice and long. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Return that foot back down to the mat. Nice. You can either take one on each side again, or if you want to challenge yourself, you can take both legs at the same time. So maybe hold on to your big toes with your two peace fingers, your middle finger and your index finger. Take a nice deep inhale. And a nice complete exhale. And then on your next inhale, let's just try and lift both legs at the same time. And just try and keep that balance on your sit bones. So you can bend those knees if you need to, or you can try and straighten those legs. Take those legs out nice and wide. Feel that stretch in your hips. Nice inhale here. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's bring the soles of the feet back together. Take a nice deep inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, hinging from the hips, folding forwards. So just gaze to a point in front of you rather than trying to get your forehead to your feet, because we want to keep that spine nice and long. And just feel that stretch in your hips. Push those knees downwards. Holding and breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, feeling that lengthening in your spine and that opening in your hips. Inhale one more time. And exhale, release the pose. Nice. From here, just bring both soles of the feet onto the mat. And just place one hand behind you and just push yourself forward. So we're going to come into our yogi squat here. So you can be on your toes, that's absolutely fine. Or walk those feet out nice and wide and come flat on those feet. Bring your palms together at heart center and push into those knees. So again, a tendency here can be for those knees to drop inwards and we round into the pose. But we don't want that. We want to create space in our bodies. So really push those elbows against the thighs, against the knees, and bring those hands to heart center. Maybe if you can push the knees outwards without the aid of your elbows. Challenge yourself if you've practiced with me a few times here and you've done this before. This time challenge yourself to push your knees outwards without using your elbows. And just hold here, feeling that opening in your hips. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, place those palms to the mat. And then from here, we're going to step the right foot back, step the left foot back, and we're going to come into a high plank. Engage that core, and we're going to hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those knees to the mat. Walk those hands a little bit backwards. We're coming into our tabletop position. Inhale, gaze upwards, arch the spine. Let's take some cat-cows. And exhale, bring the chin to the chest, round the spine, draw the belly button inwards, push down into your mat. Nice. Inhale, gaze upwards, arch the spine. Exhale, chin to chest, around the spine. And just take a few more here with your own breath pattern. Maybe you want to start drawing circles here, whatever feels good for you today. Just take a few more cat-cows, really warm up that spine. Bringing some nice movement into your body. If you're drawing circles, make sure you go in the other direction. And wherever you are, just do 2 more. Perfect. And then just come back to a neutral spine. Nice. Engage that core, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, raise that right hand to the sky, gaze upwards. Feel that twist. And then as you exhale, thread that arm through to the left-hand side. And then again, inhale, reach. And then this time, exhale, we're going to thread it through and hold. So placing the right cheek down onto the mat. And we can come into our twist here. So you can either keep the left hand where it is, or inhale, raise that left hand to the sky. And exhale, bring that hand behind you. Take hold of your right thigh and really push that left shoulder backwards to open your chest and really feel the twist in this pose. So feel that stretch through your upper back, through your shoulders, and hold here. So take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, maybe push that shoulder a little bit further back. Inhale. Exhale, melting a little bit further into the pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, release that left hand back down to the mat. Push yourself back up into your tabletop position. Nice, we're going to take the other side. Inhale, raise the left hand to the sky. Exhale, thread that arm through. And we're going to go again. Inhale, reach, look up. Exhale, thread that arm through. This time we're going to hold, bring that left cheek down to the mat. And that right hand can either stay where it is, or you can inhale, reach the hand to the sky. Exhale, bring that palm behind you. Take hold of your left thigh with your right hand, or as close as you can get. And really push that right shoulder backwards to open the chest to the right side of the mat. Hold here, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, maybe you push that shoulder back a little bit further. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, melting a little bit further. Inhale, and as you exhale, release the right arm. Push yourself back up into your tabletop position. Nice. From here, inhale, tuck those toes. And as you exhale, just lift those knees slightly off of the mat. Engage that core, and we're going to hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those knees back down to the mat. Take them nice and wide. So take the knees as wide as the mat. Bring the big toes to touch and sink those hips backwards. Bring those arms forwards. Come down into your child pose. Nice, hold here. So reaching forwards with those fingertips in your extended child's pose, just to really feel that stretch in your arms, in your shoulders, and just sink backwards into those hips. Hold here, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, as you exhale, bring those hips off of the heels. Just bring those knees back in alignment with your heels here, and we're going to walk those hands forwards, coming into our puppy pose. So the chest to the heart sinks downwards towards the mat. Maybe your chin, maybe your forehead comes down, and your hips are lifted. So if you want to deepen the pose here, you can come up onto your fingertips, so cup the hands and really melt downwards into the mat. So feeling that stretch in your chest, feeling the stretch in your arms, in your shoulders, and in your spine, lengthening, creating space in the body. And with every inhale, creating a little bit more space. And then as you exhale, sinking deeper into the pose. Holding and breathing, and just melting into your mat. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. As you inhale, place those palms to the mat if they weren't already there. And then as you exhale, just scoop yourself forwards and lift that chest up, coming into your cobra or your baby cobra. So bring those elbows in towards your chest, and you can gaze upwards for a deeper back bend, or bring that chin to the chest for a stretch to the neck. So if your hips are lifted here, then you've probably taken the pose a little bit too far. So just put that bend back into your arms if that has happened. Nice, just hold here, inhale, and exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, push yourself back up into that tabletop position. So bring those wrists back under the shoulders, the knees under the hips. Inhale, tuck the toes. And we're going to raise the hips to the sky, coming into our very first downward facing dog of the practice. So in your downward facing dog, your feet and your hands should be in exactly the same place as they were in your tabletop position. They shouldn't have moved. So you're gazing towards your belly button and your hips are lifted. You're melting that chest, pushing that chest downwards towards the mat. And just walk through your dog here, pedal those feet, stretch out the back of those legs. Maybe our calves are tight, maybe our hamstrings are tight. Let's stretch out the back of those legs. Shake those hips from side to side. Shake the head yes, shake the head no. Nice. Just feel the stretch here, whatever you need today. Nice. And on your next inhale, gaze forwards. Put a deep bend into those knees, and we're going to walk those feet to the top of the mat. Exhale into that standing forward fold, bending those knees if you need to. And inhale, raise those hands to the sky. Bring the palms together, gaze upwards. And exhale, bring those hands together at heart center. Inhale, reach those hands to the sky, palms come together, gaze upwards. And exhale, palms come together. Nice. Inhale, reach the hands to the sky. And as you exhale, bring those arms out beside you, hinge at the hips, swan dive forward, gaze towards your mat. Inhale, one vertebrae at a time, we lift up through the spine. Slowly, slowly, head comes up last, roll the shoulders when you get to the top. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Palms come together. Exhale, swan dive forward, standing forward fold. Bend those knees if you need to. Inhale, come into a halfway lift, look up, lengthen that spine. And as you exhale, step the right foot back, step the left foot back, or you can jump back if it's in your practice, high plank. Bend those elbows, you're going to lower yourself down, chaturanga, or you can come onto your knees, chest and chin. Inhale, coming into your upward facing dog or cobra. So in your up dog, your palms and the front of your feet are on the mat, so the toes are not tucked. And the shoulders are away from the ears, hips are lifted. Inhale, tuck the toes, raise the hips to the sky. Let's come back into our downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale here. And as you exhale, walk those hands to the back of your mat towards your feet. And take hold of your elbows with the palms of your hands and just hang here. So the crown of your head is pointing downwards towards the mat. You can bend those knees if that feels good today. And just rock from side to side, forwards and backwards, no effort needed. Just let your body hang. And just feel that lengthening in your spine. Stretching out your body. Creating space. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, exhale, place those palms to the mat. Inhale, raise those hands to the sky. Palms come together, gaze upwards. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards. Inhale, round up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time, slowly, slowly. Head comes up last, roll those shoulders when you get to the top. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Exhale, hands come together at heart center. Nice. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And then from here, exhale, you're going to step that left foot forward to the top of the mat. And we're going to come into a high lunge from here. So it's only right that we do lunges in this practice. Seems it's the last day of the Yoga Every Hour challenge. We've been doing 6 days of lunges. So inhale, create space, really reach those hands upwards, arms are beside the ears, nice and strong through those legs. The left knee is over the left ankle. Take a nice deep inhale, lift, and exhale, cactus those arms. Push the shoulders, push the elbows backwards, push the chest forwards. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, raise those hands to the sky. And then as you exhale, cartwheel those arms open and pivot onto your right foot. So your right foot comes grounded. The toes are pointing to the long edge of the mat, and you're coming into your warrior two here. Nice. So that front knee still bent 90 degrees. The hips are square to the side of the mat here. Take a nice deep inhale. And a nice complete exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, place that left hand down to the inside of your left foot on your mat. And reach those right fingertips to the sky, gaze upwards. Really push into that leg with that arm and feel that stretch in your hips. Nice. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, as you exhale, come back into your warrior two. Inhale here and exhale, pivot the left toes to point to the right edge of the mat. Slightly pigeon toe those feet inwards, heels can go outwards. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Exhale, interlace those fingers behind you. Push the palms together. Take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, hinge of the hips, fold forwards, push those arms away. So crown of the head comes downwards towards the mat. Push those arms over your head. And hold here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, as you exhale, release those hands down to the mat so the palms come in between the feet. Crown of the head is still pointed towards the mat here. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale, maybe sink deeper into the pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, place those hands onto your waist. And exhale, stand up nice and tall. So those left toes stay pointed towards the long edge of the mat. And from here, just pivot the right toes to point towards the back of your mat. Put a bend into that right knee and reach those arms out long. So the hips are square to the side of the mat still. And we're taking our warrior two in the other direction. So the tendency in your warrior can sometimes be for your front knee to sink inwards. So you want an external rotation of the thigh. Push that knee outwards. Gaze towards your right fingertips here. Take a nice deep inhale. And a nice complete exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, hinge, fold forwards. Bring that right hand down to the mat on the inside of the right leg. And gaze upwards towards those left fingertips. Holding here, inhale, gazing upwards. Opening the chest, really pushing that left shoulder backwards. So if you need to sort of come onto like a block or something here, if your form has suffered, so we don't want our chest facing downwards towards the mat. Holding and breathing. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift back up, come into that warrior two. And then as you exhale, you're going to pivot onto the ball of your left foot, raise the hands to the sky, coming into a high lunge. So we're facing towards the back of the mat now. Nice. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, really reach those hands to the sky. And exhale, cactus those arms. So bend those elbows, push the elbows, the shoulders backwards, push the chest forwards. Make sure the right knee is over the right ankle. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach those hands to the sky. Exhale, we're going to place those palms to the mat. And we're going to step the right foot back to meet the left. And we're going to take a flow. So lower yourself down, chaturanga or niche chin. Inhale, Flip the toes, come into your upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, inhale here. And exhale, gaze towards that belly button. Inhale, and as you exhale, let's walk those hands back to your feet. Coming into your standing forward fold at the front of your mat, but you're facing towards the back of your mat. Inhale here, and exhale. Inhale, raise those hands to the sky, bring the palms together. Exhale, hands come together at heart center. Inhale, reach those hands to the sky, gaze upwards. Exhale, swan dive forwards, hinge at the hips. Gaze towards the mat. Inhale, one vertebrae at a time, roll up through the spine, slowly, slowly. Head comes up last, rolling the shoulders when you get to the top. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Exhale, hands come together at heart center. Nice. From here, again, we're going to step that left foot to the back of our mats. And we're going to drop that right knee down and tuck the toes. Coming into our low crescent lunge, Vinyasa. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And just sink into that lunge. So the left knee is over the left ankle. Maybe you need to walk that foot a little bit further forward. So we don't want the knee to sink any further forward to the ankle. Nice. Inhale here. Exhale, take those arms out beside you. Take a nice deep inhale, and exhale, rotate to your left-hand side. So sending those left fingertips behind you, trying to gaze towards those left fingertips, and those right fingertips are in front of you. Hold here, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, come back to center, raise the hands to the sky. And exhale, place those palms to the mat. On the inside of your left foot, walk that left foot slightly to the outside of the mat. And we're going to come into our pigeon pose. So you can either hold here on the palms of your hands, or if the flexibility in your hips allows it, you can come down onto those forearms. And just hold wherever you are today. So it's okay to come onto the knife edge of that left foot. But if you always do that, then maybe challenge yourself. Just try and stay on the foot today. So maybe that means staying on the palms of your hands. Or maybe you can challenge yourself. Maybe you can get down into those forearms and then just readjust that foot slightly to bring the sole of the foot back to the mat. And then if you want to take more of an active variation of the pose, you can always tuck the right toes and lift that right knee off of the mat. Holding wherever you are, inhale. And exhale, releasing that tension in your hips and sinking a little bit deeper into the pose. Nice, inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale, come back onto the palms of the hands if you're not already there. I'm going to tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, and just walk that left foot back in slightly. Inhale, raise those hands to the sky. We're coming back into a high lunge here. Nice, inhale and exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, pivot that right foot so the toes are pointing to the long edge of the mat. And we're coming back into our warrior two here. Gaze towards those left fingertips. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, as you exhale, pivot that left foot to meet the right so they're both facing towards the long edge of the mat. Perfect. This time the toes are going to point slightly outwards, the heel slightly inwards. We're going to inhale, raise the hands to the sky. And as you exhale, cactus those arms, bend into the knees. Goddess pose. So really open that chest, lengthen the spine. Pull all of those fingers away from each other and sink downwards into the pose. Holding here, inhale. And exhale, maybe you can sink a little bit deeper, challenge yourself, engage the core. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, raise those hands to the sky. And exhale, we're going to go again, sink down into your goddess pose. Nice, really tucking that tailbone under, sinking downwards. Breathing. Maybe we can take it a little bit further this time. Push those shoulders backwards, push that heart forwards. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, raise those hands to the sky. And then from here, exhale, we're going to point the right toes to the front of the mat. Bring the left toes to point to the long edge of the mat. And sinking into that right knee, come into a warrior two. Nice. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's cut all those hands down to the mat. And you're going to come onto the ball of your left foot. Drop the left knee to the mat. Untuck the toes. And let's walk that right foot to the edge of the mat, coming into our lizard pose here. So again, take your variation. And you might feel tighter or looser on this side than you did on the other. One side is always tighter than the other. So go into the pose each time with no expectations and just take it to wherever your body wants to go today. So maybe you're up on the palms of your hands, and if the flexibility in your hips allows it, maybe you're going to sink all the way down onto your forearms. Maybe normally when you do that, you sink into the knife edge, onto the knife edge of your right foot, but maybe today you're going to stay on the sole of your foot. Bring that knee back inwards. And just hold wherever you are. And then again, if you want to take that active variation, tuck the left toes and lift the left knee. Holding here and breathing in your lizard. Gaze towards your mat. Inhale. Exhale, releasing tension. Inhale. And exhale, melting into that pose a little bit more. Feeling that stretch in your those hips. Nice. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And if you've lifted that back knee, just drop that knee back down to the mat, untuck the toes. Come back up onto the palms of your hands if you drop them. And let's just walk that right knee inwards. And we're going to inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Coming back into our low lunge here. Take a nice deep inhale and a nice complete exhale. Inhale, exhale, draw those hands beside you. Inhale here and exhale. We're going to twist to the right. So sending that right hand backwards, sending that left hand forwards, and gazing backwards towards those right fingertips. Opening the chest, still sinking into that front knee. So try and get the right knee over the right ankle. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Bring those hands back up towards the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, place those palms to the mat. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, and let's step that right foot back to meet the left high plank. Bend those elbows, lower yourself down, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, come into your upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, raise the hips to the sky. Let's come into our downward facing dog. Hold here. Take a nice deep inhale. And a nice complete exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, gaze forwards, bend those knees. And your choice, you can either step or jump back to the top of your mat. Nice. Exhale into that standing forward fold. And inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Bring the palms together. And exhale, draw those hands together at heart center. Nice. We're just going to take our tree pose here. So in your tree pose, you're either going to bring your right foot to your left ankle, your left calf, or maybe you can bring it all the way up to your left thigh. Whatever feels good for you today. A nice little balancing pose. So whatever you've chosen, really push that right knee backwards and just feel grounded through that left foot. And then you can either bring those hands together at heart center. Feel that energy in between the palms of your hands, sending that energy inwards through your heart center. Take a nice deep inhale and a nice complete exhale, and you can stay here, or as you inhale, you can reach those hands to the sky. Really open that chest, open that heart, accepting all that energy in and giving all that lovely energy that you're creating back out as it's needed. Choose one point to focus on, your drishti points, to keep that balance. And maybe if you really want to challenge yourself here, you can close one eye, close the other eye, and maybe close both eyes. If you fall out of your tree, no worries, just come back into it. Nice, take a nice deep inhale. Engage that core, strong through that left foot. And on your next exhale, bring those hands back together at heart center. Release the right leg from the left. Shake out those legs. And before we take the other side, so when you're ready, you can bring that left foot either to the right ankle, the right calf, or all the way up to the right thigh. Whatever feels good for you today. Maybe try and do the same as you did on the other side. Really push that left knee backwards and feel nice and strong, nice and grounded through that right leg, that right foot. And bring those hands together at heart center here. Push those thumbs into your sternum, into your heart center. Feel that energy in between the palms of your hands and send that energy inwards. Keep that spine nice and long, engage the core. Inhale here and exhale. If you like, on your next inhale, you can reach those hands to the sky and hold here in your tree pose. Lengthen, choose your drishti point, your focus point. Find your balance, your concentration, your focus. Nice, really opening that heart in your tree pose, feeling grounded, feeling strong, feeling balanced. If you fall out of your tree, just come back into it. And if you want to challenge that balance even more, close one eye, close the other eye, close both eyes. Nice, inhale and exhale, release the pose, draw those hands together at heart center. Shake out those legs. Perfect. Inhale, let's raise those hands to the sky, come all the way up onto the tiptoes, arms stay beside the ears. And then as we exhale, bend into those knees, we're going to squat down nice and slowly for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When those sit bones hit those heels, take those arms behind you. Take a seat on your mat and take those legs out nice and long and wide. Point those toes to the sky. And we're going to inhale, reach those hands to the sky. And keeping those arms beside your ears, exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forwards. Keep those toes lifted. Nice and engaged through the legs. Gaze forwards. And when you get to where you can without moving the arms, hold there. And then take a nice deep inhale. Keep the torso where it is. Exhale, place the palms to wherever they reach. Gaze forwards towards your fingertips. And keep those toes nice and lifted. Feel that stretch in the back of your legs. That stretch in your hips. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, releasing tension. Can you sink any further? Maybe coming onto those forearms, maybe walking those fingertips a little bit further forwards. Nice. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Walk those hands back to center. Nice. Inhale. Let's raise those hands to the sky. And then as you exhale, just hinge over your right leg. So keeping that left sit bone grounded, gazing towards those right fingertips. And if you want, you can put a bend into that right knee. Maybe you're going to hold onto your shin here. Wherever you are, just feel that stretch in the back of your leg, hinging from the hips, not rounding through the spine, and gazing towards those toes. And then with every exhale, sinking a little bit deeper, but making sure that those left sit bones stay grounded. Take a nice deep inhale and a nice complete exhale. Inhale, exhale, release the pose, come back to center. Reset. Inhale, raise the hands to the sky. Twist to your left, exhale, hinge at the hips, folding over the left leg this time. Bending that knee if you need to, bringing those hands to wherever they reach. Hinging at the hips, not rounding through the spine. Gazing towards the toes, keep the right sit bone grounded. Nice. So try and bring that torso over the left thigh. Take a nice deep inhale, keep those toes pointed, and exhale, releasing tension, sinking a little bit further into the pose. Not forgetting your right toes here as well. Make sure those right toes are pointed. Take a nice deep inhale, and a nice complete exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale one more time. And exhale, come back to center. Nice. Bring those legs in together. And bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, lean backwards, engage the core. You can either stay here or let's lift those feet. Keep a bend into the knees. Or we can lift those legs nice and tall. Point your toes. Inhale here. And exhale, hold in your boat pose. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Challenge yourself. Let's do some leg lowers. So let's lower the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Lower the left leg. And lift. Lower the right leg. And lift. Lower the left leg. And lift. Just do 3 more to each side. And right. Right. And left. And 1 more. Challenge yourself. Nice. And when you're done, bring the soles of the feet to the mat, round over those thighs. Nice. Take a nice deep inhale, reach forwards as far as you can. And then as you exhale, rolling down. 1 vertebrae at a time, nice and slowly, engaging that core, coming down all the way onto your mat. And releasing into your mat, so letting those legs hang heavy, letting those feet drop out to the side, bringing those arms down beside you with the palms facing upwards, and closing those eyes here. So take 1 more nice deep in breath through your nose, and I invite you to take 1 last releasing exhale. Take a nice big sigh. And as you take that last sigh, just letting everything sink into the mat. And just be present here. Just be in the moment. And just switch off So let your breath be whatever it is, it is. Just don't think about it too much. And any thoughts that come, let them come, but just let them go. They don't matter right now. And just feel yourself sinking into your mat, feeling grounded. Let those feet really drop out to the sides. Let those fingertips just fall into the mat. That head feels really heavy. And maybe you're holding a little bit of tension in your face. Just notice that tension, maybe in your jaw. And let it go. Sinking deeper into the pose. And you can either stay here in your Shavasana for a little bit longer. I encourage you to do so. Or you can finish your practice with me here today. So if you would like to do that, let's just bring some gentle movement back into our body. Wriggle those fingers and wriggle those toes. Gently rock that head from side to side. And let's just draw those knees in towards the chest. Nice. From here, we're going to roll ourselves over onto our right hand side. Rest your head in your hand. And then from here, with your eyes still closed, just gently push yourself back up into that comfortable seated position, how we started our practice today. Bring those hands together at heart center and bow that chin downwards towards the chest. Just take a moment here to notice how you feel and just to be present. Take a moment to thank yourself, to thank all those around you, to thank those that have shared and will share this practice with you. And as you feel that energy running through your body, just remind yourself that everything that you truly need in your life will eventually come to you just at the time you need it. No pressure, no worries. And take a nice deep inhale here. And as you exhale, bring those thumbs up to your third eye in between your eyebrows, lift the gaze. And then exhale, bring those hands back together at heart center, blink those eyes open. Thank you for joining me this evening. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I'll see you very soon. Namaste.